As I already, I'm back with another recipe, and today we're making fried rice. So let me walk you through the ingredients first, and then we get into it. So fried rice, right here I have some cooked white rice, that's a carrot, that's up onions, and some a little bit of the head parts of the scallion, 2 garlics minced, some scallion, probably cut up, 1 egg, and then in here I have beef polished style sausage. Any polished style sausage will do, and it looks like this when I bite them, and I just use half of it and I diced up like so. You can cut into any shape you like, but I like it, diced up like that. And the protein of choice with my spin on this fried rice is sweet Italian sausage, and it works so well. And then the greens, I always sneak some green into my dishes because I feel like it tastes better, adds some nutrition into my diet, and it adds a pop of color too. So my greens of choice is I often use turnip greens for this. If you don't like turnip greens, you can find turnip greens anywhere. You can just use broccoli. That works just as well. Okay. Right here is the sauce for the fried rice, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do just to save time. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and then I'll tell you what's next. So in this cup right here, I have this is the sauce for the fried rice. In here I got 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon water, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of ketchup. I know, trust me, it works, okay? So why I add ketchup in here? Because I feel like ketchup makes the rice kind of sort of slightly sticky at the end, and then also add a little bit of tang to it too. And I don't know, I like it. You don't like it, you don't have to add it in, but I can really tell you how much to put into for your sauce, because I don't know how much rice you got. So you have to play around with. And let me talk a little bit about the rice. I oftentimes have a bag of like cooked white rice left over in my freezer. So this is perfect. It just look dry and severed like so, and that's just perfect for fried rice. They said it's best to make fried rice with days old cooked white rice. But if you don't have in your freezer, you can cook them in the same day and use it just fine. But I would just recommend you put less water when you cook the rice. Well, make sure you put enough for the rice to cook through, but just a little bit on the dry side, so you have the right rice to make your fried rice. Okay, let me talk about what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna go to the stove. I'm gonna saute each component, each ingredient separately. So first thing first, I'm gonna saute, cook the sweet Italian sausage on medium heat. Make sure to cook through and develop some good color around, I'm gonna use a wooden spoon to break them up too. I'm not gonna leave the whole thing like this. And then after that, I'm gonna just, saute, basically just, heat through. This sausage is cooked. You don't have to worry about anything, but I love, to make it a little bit more special. That's why I'm gonna do that. After I scoop all of these sausages out in a clean bowl, when they cooked, I'm gonna use whatever fat that rendered out from the sausage to saute my diced up veggies over here. And this garlic, just divided, just a little bit to go to go into this to saute with this veggies too. And then this, sliced up garlic right here is just to saute my turnip greens by itself with sliced up garlic. And when I'm done sauteing, I'm gonna meet you there and I'll tell you what's next. Alright, now you see that I'm done sauteing my sausages, my turnip greens, and my diced up veggies, carrots and onions, and a little bit of garlic. So, here how it looks like. There you go. And that turnip green looks so good. So now I'm about to add in my rice. So in this pan I got like about 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You can use olive oil, that's fine. You can use any oil you want. And minced garlic in here on medium heat. I'm about to add in my white rice. Beautiful. Get that all out there. You wanna spread them evenly. Oh, that's gonna be so good. And a little bit of the scallion, just the white part. I think it adds good flavor too, just the right. And wait for a few seconds until the white rice, the rice, to start to heat it up. Be heated up. So heat up. Alright, what I'm gonna do next, be cracking an egg in there. Just 1 egg we do. Directly in my rice. I'm gonna mix them all up. It smells so good. I can smell the garlic in the oil, and the onions too, the scallion, green onions. It smells so yummy. Can you see that the rice started to heat up and it doesn't look like, well, it's getting transparent a little bit. Skin somewhere. Let me talk about how long I sauteed my stuff right here. So the sausage, the sweet Italian sausage, I just cooked this. I got the whole, the tray thing without casing. I used half of it, and it took me about 5 to 8 minutes to cook just the sausage. And I break them up like into pieces like this with this wooden spoon. And the turnip greens, it took me about like 3 minutes. And as you can see that it has wilted down quite a bit compared to the whole, the whole thing I had earlier. Alright, let's get somewhere. I can tell that my rice has, has warmed up and it started to go separately. It's so pretty. Okay, reduce the heat a little bit. I don't want it to be too hot. Alright. That's nice. That's exactly what I want. Alright, now I am going to add everything back into the pan. That's why you need to cut a good size of the good size and high size of the pan like this, so it can hold everything in there. And earlier, I had mentioned that I was gonna use the fat that rendered out from my sauteing my sausage, and I didn't have so much of that. Probably just like a couple of teaspoons of that, not much at all. So, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of brand that you use, you know. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I really love the Kroger sweet Italian sausage. I don't know. I keep coming back to it. I don't like any other brands other than just that Kroger brand sweet Italian sausage. But if you live somewhere that you don't have Kroger grocery store, you can use the sausage that's sold in Costco. They have the same taste to it too. Now I'm adding my my greens. Alright. And at this point, I just keep my heat low because I don't need it to be really hot. Everything just cooked and nice and good to go. You just want to unite everything together. At this point, nothing that's undercooked at all. Everything really nice and good. Now in goes my sauce. I really hope you guys give this a try and let me know how you like it. Make some olive. Goodness. Alright, mix them all up, guys. And basically you wait until, you know, the sauce to kind of evaporate quite a bit and absorb into the rice and everything else. And that is done. And that is beautiful fried rice. Oh, and one more ingredient that I forgot to tell you. But before that, let me season this with a little bit of pepper and pepper flakes. Because I love my food spicy. I love anything spicy. So I'm just gonna use, I'm gonna sprinkle in like a little bit more hot pepper flakes, Thai red chili, really hot, and a little bit of pepper, of course, and one more, last but not least, guys, and I added, at this point I'm gonna turn the heat off. I don't need it on anymore. That's good. Mix them all up. Make sure the pepper flakes well distributed. You don't want it in one spot and then you have them all in one bite. And that can be brutal. That looks so pretty. Now, last but not least, I forgot to list it in the beginning. Is some sesame oil. Heat off, and then I'm just gonna drizzle, good drizzle all over it. That's done. And again, you gotta mix them all up. Okay. I'm just gonna let it sit here for another 5 minutes. And then I'll give that a try. Alright guys, I'm back with my fried rice. It's done. And see, I let it sit for like about 5 minutes. While in the meantime, I just did some cleanup. You see, it's not wet at all. and just beautifully browned. A lot of time when you see fried rice recipe, you see either really pale or just really brown, and I think it just, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to put a lot of soy sauce in that just to make it fried rice, right? So I'm just going to get a little bit for myself to taste it. One bite. But I'm gonna tell you this. You can use, if you don't want to use sausage, you can use shrimp. You can put shrimp in there. I tried it before and it's delicious. You can put chicken in there. You can put beef or even pork. Now, I would just, if you want to use those proteins like chicken, beef or pork instead of the sausage that I use today, I would just like marinate them with a little bit of soy sauce, just a little bit, you know, and let it sit there for about 20 minutes, and then, you know, you cook them separately just like I did my sausage. But I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this today because the sausage is already seasoned. I don't know how it tastes like. I really went in for a big bite. I make this so many times before. I don't even know how it tastes like, but it's really delicious. Let me swallow. I love the turnip greens in here. Sometimes if the turnip greens don't look good in the produce department, I use the rapini, also known as the broccoli wrap. That is the broccoli leaves. They're quite similar in terms of taste. Like they have just a mild bitterness to it, which I really love. If you don't like it, like I said, you can use as well. You can use broccoli. You can dice up some green beans, you know, and then call it. Fried rice is like one of those recipes you can use anything you have, or you can put anything you want in there, and you just can't go wrong with them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and drop me some comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, take care.